All right, Mopar people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Justmoparjoe. Working on a mystery 400 here that I pulled that rod bearing out of. The rod bearing was dated 7 of 77, which made me believe that it was probably factory. And I just ended up pulling one bearing off, checking it. I haven't tightened that back up. I'm going to check throughout this entire engine here. New timing chain. I've got a little bit better cam, so cam lifters. But it's going to be pretty near stock. I'm not going to push it too hard, but the 400 is, they're pretty stout. I mean, it's a good strong block. You can see that. It has a cash crank. That'll scare a lot of people, but I wouldn't have an issue pushing this to 500 horsepower, I think. I'm really surprised I didn't see this before. But what I was going to do, I've got the oil pan off and cleaned up my parts washer here. I was going to unscrew the pickup tube, but look at that. I didn't do that. That sucker's had a pipe wrench on it at some point. I don't believe they would have done that at the factory. See there? It's even dented in a little bit. So maybe somebody popped the pan off to put a new pickup tube on it because that other one was so stopped up. I don't know. I just wiped this one off a little bit. And I'll investigate it, wash it out and stuff. But also I noticed here it says M010, so maybe the mains are 10 under. I would have to measure that. I have not pulled any main caps yet, but this sucker was so dirty I was just unbolting stuff off of it. I'm gonna roll it out and pressure wash it upside down. At least then, once I flip it back over, pull my heads off or pull whatever off the top side, I won't have to deal with all the grunge, you know. It's bothering me. But I wanted to show y'all that before I moved on, just because it might add to our mystery here on this deal. If you were wondering how I'm going to keep the water out of here, this is just rolled up duct tape. You kind of just roll it on your leg. And I'm going to use the 4 corner bolts. I left those open. Boom, 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 boom. My rail is clean of all the old gasket material, but it's still kind of oily, so I tried to stick a piece of that down. It won't actually stick to the rail, but it will take up that void whenever you smash it down. I'll show you in just a second. There it is. Get my salt right. And drop her down on the holes. Drop her down on the holes. There we go. Tighten up. Got a little gap on each corner, not a big deal. But you can see how it's sealed through here. A lot better than nothing. Like I said, a little gap there. But it's at the bolt. As long as you don't stick the pressure washer wand under there, it'll probably be fine. I'm gonna stick the plug back in it. And I got her rolled in here, cleaned up nicely. These letters are pretty interesting on the side of the block. Maybe one I've never seen before. So I have not sealed that pan yet. It is still on there with my tape and my 4 bolts. I went ahead and put it onto this little roll around dolly of Nick's. Just kind of move it out of the way so I can finish working on that Ford engine. But I got some stuff in. And see, it's cleaned up very nicely. I never did flip it back over, so there's oil and funk on top. Intake's coming off, new valley pan. Heads, I'll probably switch the heads out on this. Let me show you what I got to unbox over here. So, max peating rods. These would be my new turbo parts. This is a couple wastegates. So, I've been talking with Patrick over at Mostly Old Parts and Rust. I'll put a link to his channel up. He's got a turbo Magnum 318 car. It's a Dick Landy car. So if you haven't seen that, click this link and check it out. And I said, man, the Max Peating people reached out to me again on Instagram and asked what kind of parts did I need. And I said, well, you sent me a turbo. And they're like, you need anything else? I was like, all right. I went ahead and got a couple wastegates here. I wanted the 44s. They were out of those. The 38s are here. They'll be fine for what I'm doing. Patrick says placement of these is very critical. And I believe it comes with 2 springs. I had not seen any springs, but it may be just doubled up springs inside of here. One will give you, I think, 8 pounds, and the other one will give you 15. So, yeah, you can see straight through there. He did recommend go ahead and tear them down and just clean them really well. That looks pretty well lubed in there. And they give you plugs and flanges and stuff. So I'm going to keep gathering parts as I can. That's kind of the deal with this. It's going to be the poor man's turbo route. So far, I've got a free turbo and free wastegates. So that's pretty cheap. My 400, it's basically bone stock. But like I said, it's going to get some upgrades and should be pretty fun in an A-body. We're going to find out. So I appreciate y'all watching, and we're going to have a turbo big block Mopar before you know it. I need to get my Barracuda fully lined out first. That's my main plan. I'm picking up my parts from Ed's Machine, hopefully this weekend. And that will be for my kind of bigger 400 build. And that will replace this 400 at some point. But thank y'all for watching. I'll catch you next time.